Welcome, 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 everyone. This is Tracy Wagner with Versatile Inspirations and the Lightworkers and Earth Angels Academy and Study Hall. And this is your weekly energy foresight for January 31st through February 6th. We are entering into February, the second month of 2022, and all about that heart, right? All right. So for January, we were working with the Shadowscapes Tarot deck, and that is by Stephanie Pui-Mun and Barbara Moore. And for February, we will be working with the Gilded Tarot Royale deck, and that is by Ciro, Marchetti and Barbara Moore. So I will be showing you both cards since they're both the Two of Swords this week, and different perspectives. It's very interesting, the different vibes that you get through the cards. That's why I decided to do this new series that I will be showcasing the first episode on Wednesday, February 2nd. I will be discussing the Shadowscapes Tarot deck and my thoughts on the Shadowscapes Tarot deck and what I love about it. If you look at the cards here, you can see there's a wide range of differences between the two, but there are some similarities. The similarities, go around the idea of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which is fabulous. You still get that same vibe, but one has a lot of different details in it, whereas the other one, though simplistic looking, it still has a lot of information held within the card. That's why tarot, depending on the deck that you use, can really open up the journey for you. That's why I think it's important, not only for unboxing videos for tarot decks, but also to gain insight into what other tarot professionals use different decks for. What are the pros and cons? What do you see within the tarot deck? Some tarot decks will resonate totally with you, and you'll be able to connect with your client and yourself and your energy so much easier than other tarot decks. Some people like very simplistic decks, whereas others like very detailed oriented decks. And, the list goes on and on. That's why this series was so important to me. And I thought it would be so fun because all the questions I get asked and I answer quite a few times, I wanted to put into a series to help you maybe decide what way is best for you, what cards may be more beneficial to you, just by looking at the cards and getting an overall energy vibe from them. So look for the Versatile Inspirations video series coming to this channel on Wednesday, February 2nd. So for the reading for the week, I used to actually split up the readings. So I would do January 31st, and then I would do starting in February. But what I found is that it really didn't matter. It was pretty much the same, and sometimes in certain instances, the exact same reading for the rest of the week, even though it's a different month. And I always felt like there should have been a distinction between January and February, which if you went through the tarot planning party that I had at the first week of January, you would have seen that the themes of the month are different than each week. The week really was its own separate entity, whereas the theme of the month took into account the whole month. So there is a distinction, there's a difference. And so with the weekly energy foresight, I really found, even though I tried to distinguish between January and February or month to month, it was almost the exact same reading. So I just combined them and just went with the week from Monday to Sunday. And, it's been working out perfectly. It works out. And even if I draw another card for the beginning of February, it's totally in line with what it is that I got from the overall reading to begin with. So I'm just going to stick with the same card, but give you the two different cards that I'll be using, from two different decks, so you can see the difference. You can see and maybe feel differently into each of the cards. And with that, that's where you get the individualized reading for yourself. It's when you really tune into the card, you can get the vibes from it. And for me, this was almost exactly the same reading that I got each time I looked at the cards. But for you, it may be something that you get just from the explanation of the card or just seeing the card itself. So for January 31st through February 6th, the card that came through is the Two of Swords. And the message from the Two of Swords is, what do you do when difficult decisions need to be addressed? This card is coming forward because there may be something that needs attention, but which you might be avoiding. If you feel confused or overwhelmed by trying to make a choice, especially if it is of great importance, know that you have a wonderful tool in your toolkit ready and willing to guide you: your intuition. Take it out, dust it off, and allow your intuition to be your guide. There's no right or wrong. It just is. I love the message of this Two of Swords. It really shows that we are needing to tap into our own guidance system, our own inner compass. We really need to tap into that space within the space of ourself that is still connected with our higher self, which is in spirit. When we do that, we are really combining both the higher and the lower chakras. We're combining the ability to reach past this physical limitation and really be able to tap into that spirit, that all-knowing, limitless piece of ourself. It already knows. And all we need to do is allow that intuition, allow our guidance system to tap into that space so that we bypass the egoic or materialistic self and really work with our spirit self, our higher self, to guide us on our right choices. Sometimes we are led to make what maybe later on deemed bad choices, but they're learning situations. They're learning opportunities for us to be able to maybe take another situation that comes up and have it be a lot easier for us. Or we can guide someone else who is struggling with that same thing as well. So there aren't bad or good choices. They just are. And they are going to lead us how we need to progress, sometimes on a rocky road, sometimes smooth sailing. So it really just depends on where we're at. And when we tap in, if we tap in and really listen, or if we allow our egoic or materialistic self to say, I don't even want to go that way. I want to go this way instead of that way. And it may be a rocky road, but it may lead us back to our higher self, especially if we remember that, oh my gosh, I was trying to tell myself that this wasn't the greatest idea, but here we are. So you can even take that point at which you are in maybe a bad decision and tap in and find the easy road out of that situation or through that situation. So just allow your inner compass, your inner guidance system to lead you through this week. It may feel like you have lots of really hard choices. I had a hard choice this week, and all last week I was really struggling with the thought of it. And this morning, I really kind of came at peace with my decision. I was able to really digest the ideas and really come to the conclusion of what was best for me at this time. And there again, it may not be the greatest decision, but you have to be at peace with what you decide. You have to sometimes weigh pros and cons. Sometimes you have to weigh where you're at, where you could be at, and then move forward with that and be at peace with what you've decided. And at this time, at this space where I'm at peace with what I've decided. So this may be your opportunity to really take a hard decision and come to a space after quiet meditation and stillness within and finally be at peace. All right. So for midweek and end week, I decided to go with the Spirit of the Wheel meditation deck. Is created by Linda Ewashina, and the illustrations are by Jody Bergsma. I love this deck for easing into a month. I love the feeling that I get when I work with this deck. It really is a gentle feeling, easing into a month transitioning wise between one month to another month. I really love this ability to be able to just take simplistic messages and really being able to meditate with them. And with this tough week, maybe it's really good to be able to have just maybe some extra help in guiding you into that meditation space so that you can get clarity for midweek. And that is the 31st through February 3rd. So Monday through Thursday. The card that came through is ReNewal, Spirit Path of the North, Spiritual Progress, Success, and Hope. This really got me. I was really taken by this, the renewal aspect, the idea of spiritual progress and hope, and the idea that we can be successful in the pursuit of hope, of our spiritual progress, especially when we go within and tap into our higher self, our spirit self, maybe our spirit team. When we do that, we are becoming whole again. We are renewing that connection to spirit. We are allowing ourselves the opportunity to go higher, for our vibes to go higher, for our thoughts to go higher, to bypass this materialistic, egoic space that we're in. Not that it's bad. The physical world is a beautiful, magical, inspirational place. But I think it is a learning ground on how to better connect with our higher self. I think that's one of the ideas that one of the reasons why we come to this space again is to be able to connect deeper and in a different light than what we did when we are in spirit. And so we need that opportunity in order to do that renewal process. And when we do, we're able to make those successful choices. So just know, especially this beginning of the week, that renewal aspect. I love this with the new moon that happens tomorrow. I love the idea of this kind of coming around again, that idea of renewal, that idea of those rewords, working with the rewords, revisiting, renewal, rejoicing. I love the idea of being able to work in that space. So just know that having this card come through, especially at the beginning of this week, this midweek, is a wonderful opportunity to really tap in and go within for the success and the hope of your spiritual progress, renewal. All right, for end week. And end week is February 3rd through February 6th. So the card that came through is Butterfly Clan. It says mental clarity, awakening, and beauty. I love this as well, because not only are we awakening, we're awakening to the beauty and the mental clarity. Where did the mental clarity come from? The beginning of the week. The beginning of the week helped put us in that idea of mental clarity on the choices that we need to make, whether they are difficult choices, choices maybe that we've pushed aside until we can't not make a decision. the mental clarity came from your progress, you actually doing the work. What does butterfly look like? It's the transformation symbol. And I love the idea that this card is a number 8 card. This is infinity, that infinite idea of mental clarity, of awakening, and of beauty. There's beauty all around you. And when we combine our physical and our spiritual self, we can see the beauty that lies around us. And there's beauty in making a decision and being at peace with making that decision. It's a beautiful ebb and flow that we can go through. Through that transformation and your evolution, this beautiful progress. And when we do that and you're able to feel at peace, there is a freedom to that. There is a total freedom to feeling at peace with a decision that you've made. And it almost feels like you have developed those wings and you're ready to fly. So be at peace by the end of this week, and you will be able to awaken to the beauty that lies all around you. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. And I hope to see you on Wednesday of this week, February 2nd, for the first episode of Versatile Inspirations. You take care, and as always, I'm sending you and yours love, light, and eternal blessings. Take care.